So let me paint the scene for you here. You have dreams and aspirations of becoming a streamer or a YouTuber. You get on the grind, you put hours upon hours of effort into your videos, blood, sweat and tears until you start getting paid. And then eventually you become the top 10% of creators in the world. What do you think the logical next step for this is? You might be thinking branch off into a new business venture like Ninja with his new milk, start merch, a clothing brand if you will, a drink like Prime. But if you said any of those things, you are wrong, because judging by the actions of YouTubers nowadays, the logical step is none of the above. It is to like kids. And this is one thing I never understood, okay? Of course I don't understand liking kids, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not gonna try justify or anything like that. But that in and of itself is bad. But when you have a huge platform and you are making millions upon millions of dollars, and that kids thing is one of the few things that you will never ever come back from, why do so many YouTubers do this? It is just stupidity. Like, yeah, they're bad people anyway because they enjoy kids in the not safe for work ways, but they're just dunces on top of that. Could you not like just push those feelings aside and not lose your entire career? It's like it has happened so much lately. The most recent, we have Dr. Disrespect, someone that I genuinely found entertaining as fuck. Now we have the whole Cody Ko situation, fucking Mini Lad, bro. Like the list is never ending, man. Like honestly.
And if kids isn't your style, never fear, I have the potion for you. If you are looking to end your career as quickly as possible, scam your audience. Or here's another one. This is a very popular one in the scene too. Manipulate members of your audience and have sex with them.
We are a weird fucking breed of humans, bro. It's so funny because I have dreamt of being a YouTuber since I was literally 15. That's nearly 10 years ago now, and I've wanted that ever since. And now with all of this new stuff coming out, it makes me not want to be a YouTuber anymore, because what if I start getting a tendency towards kids? Or what if I just get an overwhelming urge to scam my audience? Like, is it a curse? Is this what happens when you get big? Does all of your morals just go out the window when you get a bit of money in your bank account? I don't understand it. It's ludicrous. It's silly. It's stupid. It's one thing just being an everyday normal criminal that doesn't have millions and millions of followers looking up to them, but these people do these things knowing that this could ruin their career, and they just don't give a fuck. Cody Ko is actually the most recent one. He was someone that I genuinely enjoyed. I never really went out of my way to watch any of his videos, but like whenever I seen his clips and stuff pop up on like TikTok, YouTube, whatever you may call it, I always watched them, you know? He had like infamous clips like this. Just genuine, feel-good, happy, fun times. Tana Mojo came out recently and said that when she was 17, she hooked up with Cody Ko. That's strange. A very strange matter indeed. Like, Cody Ko is like in his late 30s, I'm pretty sure, something along those lines. I'm 23. And I wouldn't even be able to get with an 18-year-old, let alone a 17-year-old. The gap between 17 to 23, the character development you go through in that time is substantial. Especially in my case, when I was 18, I was still prepubescent. But I guess this is what these guys like, you know? Like, I'm not, like, caught up with the Cody Ko lore. But with the Cody Ko lore, I'm not going to talk too much about that because it could get proven wrong. My dog's having a hissy fit. Because don't get me wrong, this is not a new thing whatsoever in the whole YouTube landscape, you know? Back in, like, the Minecraft YouTuber days, when they were the fucking shit, there was so many allegations and so many like pictures and everything coming out just proving these guys to be absolute kiddie fiddlers, among a lot of other things. And at the same time, it's very upsetting, obviously for the victims and stuff like that as well, but it's kind of like the reverse of like the Me Too type of movement. If you catch my drift, stay with me, don't cancel me yet. Because when the whole Me Too thing was happening, right, a lot of people at first came out with true stories that actually happened to them, and it was very sad to see people finally coming out and like, you know, telling their truth, even though they are probably shitting themselves to do it. It takes a lot of bravery to do that shit. But then there were some women out there that saw this and was like, I could get attention from this. So they came up with allegations that just weren't true. They start making up lies and stuff. So many of them got proven false. And then because of that, then the real ones that were coming out after the fact were just getting brushed off because people were so fed up with the fake ones. And it just hurts the real victims more than anything. And now the reverse of it in this case is so many of these stories that come out that are true. So when there are allegations being thrown at YouTubers that aren't true, like Tobuscus, he got accused of like rape and shit and like domestic abuse, the whole fucking shebang, by one of his ex-partners. And I'm pretty sure like a few other of his ex-partners came out and were like, no, he isn't like this, and they got proven false. His name was cleared, but the damage was already done. So many people just heard about the fact that like the allegations of and all of this jazz. So there's so many people out there that just don't even know that his name has been cleared, you know? And that's the problem nowadays. Accusations alone can ruin someone's life. And people know this. Women know this especially. There are so many people around my area alone where I live where women accuse them of taking advantage of them, and one of my close friends got accused of this as well, and it fucked up his life for a long time. He still deals with that PTSD to this fucking day, I'm pretty sure. It is not a nice thing to experience, especially when you didn't do anything, because no one else is going to believe you, because if you did it, you're going to say the same thing. Got a bit off topic there, but yeah. And what, there was another guy that I used to like as well, I can't think of his name. He had that giant meltdown where he was like giving out for people calling him the P word.
And it finally did, and you fucking won't leave me alone!
He had a big huge meltdown as well because it came out that he was texting minors, whoop-de-doo. Like a fucking rite of passage nowadays for these YouTubers, bro. But the main one that actually like genuinely affected me, and it's the only time it happened with somebody who I actually watched religiously, was Minilad. That was a huge fucking sad time for me, man. Minilad back in the day, in his old Vanoss days, was the best. He was fucking hilarious. Like, no matter what he has done to this day, like after the fact, we can't deny him that he was a funny fucker, you know?
Once there was a man. His name was Pablo. Pablo was not a very good man. He liked to have sex with small children.
And then he got infatuated with the younger generation. Come the fuck on, man. Like, what? Jesus Christ. Why are there so many people that think children are hot? Like, I don't understand it, man. They're prepubescent. They're literal fucking fetuses. I just don't. Oh, it's so fucking disgusting, man. And so many of these YouTubers, Minilad included, had underage fans at their disposal who would love to do anything to please their fucking favorite creator. That is the most fucked up part about this entire situation on this platform, man. All of these people that are getting exposed for all this shit, they have access, endless access to fans to manipulate them. Even if they're of age, you know, they could manipulate them. It's just fucked. It's just so fucking sad to see, man. It really is. Because it keeps happening. It just doesn't end, does it? It just continues to roll down this fucking track. It's like there has been an awakening of the love of the younger generation. It's not even just YouTube, it's literally everywhere. One guy who works on one of the newest Cartoon Network shows, like yesterday got exposed for having like child pee and like photos and stuff like that on his fucking laptop. The same computer that the motherfucker used to animate kids shows. Why do we keep giving people these positions, my guy? But like a less severe one that I've noticed recently has been on TikTok, and that is the situation with Baby Gronk. And I instantly want to off myself after saying that. If you're a normal person and you have no idea who Baby Gronk is, he basically is like a 12-year-old kid whose father is obsessed with him being a football player. So he's literally been training since he was 5 years old, which, how is that not child abuse? He's promoting him as this like next big football star, and he's like, I'm gonna make my child a millionaire before he finishes high school, with or without football, which, you know, fair enough. That's a very great thing to want to do for your child as a father. Like, I'm not knocking him for that. The way he's going about it, though, is not ideal, I must say, because given the fact he's a 12-year-old child, he can't get into the NFL yet. So for some reason, what his father has done, he has started making them collab with OnlyFans girls. You heard that right. And not just that, he made them collab with the Island Boys, the brother touchers themselves. What father would let their child around these two imbeciles, man? What the fuck? But like, my guy has literally started like an entire like storyline of Livy Dunn, which, damn, by the way, being in a relationship with this 12-year-old fucking child. I'm not joking, my guy. There are so many OnlyFans models that are coming onto this man's Instagram reels, and he always does something like be like, oh, what's up, shawty? You know what I mean? Like fucking weird stuff, trying to rizz up the female gender, if you will. And then the OnlyFans model always responds by saying, no, you're with Livy. No, he's not. I sure hope he's not. One, because I'll fight the cunt, and two, because it's illegal. You know? But no one has batted an eye for the longest time, but I've seen a few videos pop up recently about it, so I feel like people are now slowly but surely starting to cop on to how weird this is. And the content he makes is just, you know, typical brainwash shit, over-edited, just fucking like dopamine. You know, most of his videos are literally him like getting OnlyFans models to rate his riz. Brother, you're 12. The only thing you're gonna be able to rizz up is the hole in your pillow. The only thing you're gonna be able to colonize is the cotton, my guy. It's just so strange. I'll have a few examples up on screen now of his content, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I want to subject myself to such torture. But, you know, I'm not dissing the kid. He's 12, you know? Fair fucks to him. He's getting some money, my guy. That is, if his father actually stays true to his word and keeps the money for his child. It's the father that I'm more, like, looking at, you know? The father and the OnlyFans models, because a lot of them aren't, like, big names or anything. But I'm pretty sure what's going on there is, like, the agents of these OnlyFans models are paying Baby Gronk's father to come on to one of their reels and promote their OnlyFans, basically. Like, it's so weird to want to promote your OnlyFans with a child present in the room, my guy. I swear to God, if somebody came back in time to about 10 years ago and told me that a sentence like that was going to come out of my mouth in the future, I would have assumed aliens have invaded. I'm not going to lie. But just think about if the roles were reversed, man. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy. A lot of people are like, oh, if it was a woman, people would hate it. You know, I'm not trying to be one of those guys, but literally in this situation, it is very fucking obvious. Imagine if Johnny Sins, the man, the myth, the astronaut himself, collabed with a 12-year-old girl on Instagram. That would be weird in and of itself. It would still be very strange to see a porn star next to a child. You know, I don't know why that's weird, but it's definitely weird. But just imagine he was trying to promote his new OnlyFans with this fucking 12-year-old girl, bro. She literally only started to bleed yesterday. She has only entered 1 centimeter into womanhood, and you're subjecting her to this shit, you know? Same thing with Baby Gronk. So don't get me wrong. If I was Baby Gronk, I would be the happiest 12-year-old in the fucking land. You know, 12 years old, on the cusp of puberty, your hormones are all over the place, you're beating your meat like you're trying to get the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and then you're making content with all these very, very attractive OnlyFans women who are wearing skimpy clothing, you know. I can't knock you, boy, you know what I mean? I would have signed up for that in a fucking heartbeat, without a doubt. So, fair fucks to young Baby Gronk. The father, not so much. I don't think I'd want my child around literal sex workers, you know? But yeah, in conclusion, the P word bad. Domestic abuse, bad. YouTubers, mostly bad. Fuck's sake, man. The internet. Who thought this was gonna be a good idea? I would love to see the guy who invented the internet. I would love to see him see what his creation has become in 2024. I would love to see him watch a Skibbity Toilet remix, or one of them AI generated animated videos where they just talk to each other in brain rot. Like, literally like that thing out of Spy Kids where it's like, do you think God doesn't show himself anymore because he lives in fear of what he has created? You know, like, that's exactly how Mr. Webb would feel, 100%. Oh my God, I live in fear in it and I didn't create it. But yeah, if there's anyone under the age of 17 watching this video, hit me up. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. No, but yeah, if there is anyone underage watching this video, please be careful with who you look up to. And if you do idolize somebody and look up to somebody, as everyone does, if they start asking you weird questions and asking you to do things you're not comfortable with, don't do them. It's not gonna make them like you anymore. They're just using you, okay? Just letting you know. Just be careful in general of weirdos, because there are a lot of them, especially if you're a girl watching this video. Like, it does happen to boys too, but for girls, I have noticed it substantially worse. You know, I'm not trying to lecture you or anything. I'm just trying to help as much as I can, I guess, because fuck me, man, it's so sad. Just be careful on the internet in general, no matter your age. Just don't trust people that you don't know, okay? Because it's just so sad seeing like these like young women and young boys getting taken advantage of by people they idolize, and sometimes it goes the full mile, you know, like stuff actually gets done to these kids, and it's fucking heartbreaking, man. Like nothing's worse. Like you literally ruin those children's lives for the rest of their life, man, if it goes that far. It's fucking heartbreaking. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Sorry for the lack of uploads the past few days. I did actually have COVID. But yeah, again, as per usual, thank you all for the support on the recent videos. I fucking love you all. You're a bunch of legends. If you're new here and you like my face, make sure to subscribe and check out the channel. We're on the road to 1K, and there's a lot of videos on there that I'm sure you guys will enjoy if you like this one. But yeah, folks, that's gonna be it. As I said, be safe out there. If you have kids, please keep an eye on what they're doing on the internet. It is a strange place, and no matter your age, some weird shit will find you. But yeah, stay safe, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day, or whatever time you're watching this. Maybe I hope you have a great little sleep. And with that all said, it's been Exo, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one, folks.